So last week we got a rules reprise article, which not only was much needed for Rosetta, but was super appreciated by myself because it finally gave us an official non-Discord publication of how Blaze works. And even though Skirmish, yes, was already over, I still do very much truly appreciate finally having something official. That said, and I will die on this hill, folks, the ruling around Blaze and Scour, I'm sorry, it's wrong.
A huge shout out to our channel members for supporting what we do here. If you want to get involved with the channel and the Dice Commando community, please consider joining as a channel member. Remember, these videos are only possible with your support. You can show that support with a like, a subscribe, and by leaving us a comment and sharing your feedback. Community first, and go Commando.
Hey there, my flesh and blood friends. Thanks for joining. So we're going to get right into it today because data shows me that the vast majority of people don't watch past 1.5 to 2 minutes, and I really do believe that this is a very important statement because, yes, as I mentioned, I believe the ruling around Blaze's X equals 0 is just flat out wrong with the fundamentals of this game. And I understand why the judges did it from a convenience standpoint, but I believe it's wrong. So let's talk about why I believe it's wrong. And this has been a really difficult one for me because the vast majority of people in today's society are so excited to tell you why you're wrong. Everyone's just like, no, you don't understand. Scour's undefined and it's 0. And I understand that. I'm not challenging Scour being undefined and thus 0. What I am challenging is Blaze being able to banish a deals 0 within the confines of this game. So Blaze says that you can banish an action card from your hand with an effect that deals arcane damage equal to X. You may play it this turn as if it were an instant. Now in the rules reprise, what it says is that for deals X arcane damage, then X equals 0. And that's actually what I'm challenging. It's not that Scour is 0. It's not that undefined is 0. It's that Blaze saying deals arcane should not actually be able to work with 0. And what I'm basing that off is the fact that in this game, since forever, dealing 0 is considered to be not have dealt. For example, if we have a snatch that is full blocked, you are dealing 0, and that has not dealt damage. Now, that one's, okay, maybe out of the confines of this because that's so familiar, getting a full block, not dealing damage. Maybe we don't move to damage, I get it. But now let's say you take it on the chin something to prevent damage. Again, you've reduced that damage to 0. You have not dealt damage unless something like Second Strike that looks for have you dealt damage has not dealt, and therefore you don't get go again. Let's look at something even like a Crouching Tiger, right? Removing the blocking card. Crouching Tiger coming in for 0. Unblocked is attacking for 0, still considered to not be a hit, and anything later in the turn that looks for have you dealt damage based solely on this, would not have triggered for having dealt damage, right? So what we're driving for here is things that deal 0 are not considered in this game to have dealt damage. We can then move to Arcane, right? Let's say I throw an AB3 and I reduce it all. Dealing 0 Arcane is considered to not have dealt damage. If you look at something on Meet and Greet, if you've dealt 0 Arcane, even if you attempted to throw Arcane and it was reduced to 0, dealing 0 means that you do not get go again. So now let's go ahead and move to the situation we're talking about here, Scour. So Scour is undetermined and thus has a value of 0. We completely accept that. That's the way it works within this game. Blaze, however, says action card from your hand with an effect that deals arcane equal to X. You may play it this turn as if it was an instant. The key here in my argument being deals arcane. As we've just talked about, dealing 0 is not considered in this game to be dealing. Therefore, I don't think that you should be able to do Scour, right? It shouldn't be able to be targeted with Blaze is my point here. Okay, so that's my take in a nutshell. I know this one's short, but I feel this one has to be short and sweet. Forever in this game, dealing 0 has been considered to not actually be dealing, right? And in fact, I misnomering that by saying dealing 0. Doing 0, presenting 0, is not have dealt, regardless of if it's prevented, regardless of if it's blocked, not, or so on. And there is my argument in a nutshell, right? I'm not arguing Scour. I get how Scour works. What I'm arguing is with the way that Blaze is written, she should not be able to do something because she's looking for something that specifically deals, and something that is 0 in the context of this game is not dealing. Let me know why I'm wrong in the comments. Go Commando.